Hi there, Richard Brook, Acupuncturist, Wellness Coach and founder of Creative Yoga London here. So I'm here to talk to you today about Moinos Velos, Fasting Detox Wellness Retreat Centre in Portugal. And chances are if you're watching this, you may have either been there in the past or you're thinking about going there in the future. So I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about my experiences there. So I was particularly lucky in that I got to be there earlier on this year. I was doing acupuncture there, teaching yoga and also doing workshops on the body-mind connection. Now this is a great combination because it gives me a very unique perspective on the place. Not only was I undergoing my own personal journey while I was there, I was obviously also working there professionally and also being part of the team, so I feel like it leaves me in a good place to assess really. And also my own personal history. I've been a therapist for a number of years and I've been in and around holistic therapies in total for nearly 20 years now. Done lots of different types of retreats over the years, whether it's meditation retreats, detox retreats. I've done cleanses, 6 weeks cleanses in India, Panchakarma, you know, lots of different things, yoga, lots of dance and movement. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good place to assess things. And I have to say, Moinos Velos is probably one of the most astonishing places I've ever been. I'm just going to talk about a few of the reasons why I believe that and why I feel that more importantly. So first thing we're going to start off with is the actual land itself. So it's visually very beautiful, which obviously helps. So it's in a valley, you know, and there's a great sense of abundance there. There's lots of abundant plant life, you know, and it makes it a very easy place to feel very settled. But essentially it's on an energy line which runs through the earth. There's also lots of quartz crystal in the ground. And you almost get this sense when you're there, like energy is feeding into you from the surrounding areas and from the surrounding land. It feels very rich energetically. Now I was really lucky when I left there, so I got to go straight from there to a very urban environment out to New York. And being between two places like that with such a contrast can sometimes be a very valuable experience, because you really get to see some of the differences between the places and it becomes very apparent. So I went from this very lush retreat environment, lots of fruit on the trees and this sense of connection with nature and being fed by nature around me, to really seeing how in an urban environment it feels very energetically dead actually. You know, there's very little energy being fed into you from the land or earth around you, or essentially what the energy is there can actually be quite discordant to the body. So there's obviously a lot of pollution, there's a lot of very discordant electromagnetic energy. And so it means when you're in a city, instead of feeling this connection with the earth and feeling fed from what's around you, it creates a scarcity of energy. And then sometimes in order to feel energised, it all becomes about trying to get excited or connected with people. It's always about the next big thing and actually can lead people to burning out essentially. The second thing I want to talk about that's so impressive about the place isn't just the actual land itself, but I guess it's the history that's within the place. I don't mean the history that's in the place on a very conceptual level. I mean the fact that it's been a retreat centre and a detox and fasting centre for over 20 years. And that makes it very special because it's one of the first ones. And the original owners and the management team, Frank, Anna Karin and Yanni, obviously between them have accrued a massive amount of experience over time. And this is a very intangible quality that you can't just implant into somewhere. You know, it takes a long time to build this up. And I was tremendously impressed by them as people. Obviously they're getting a little bit older now and two of them are in their 70s and 80s. But what these people radiate is a sense of clarity and a real strong presence, you know, a real strong vitality. And I've often heard people talk in the past about elderly people saying, oh, you know, this and that person was quite a remarkable person. But having met these people, I really do see that they are actually remarkable. I said, even though, you know, as time passes, people physically my age, they've still got this sense of vitality and clarity that really makes a very strong impression on you. And obviously not to mention the whole host, I guess hundreds and maybe even thousands of people who've passed through there over time, who they've helped on their journey back to health. And obviously this is radiating within them, so they're present there. And this intelligence and this knowledge radiates throughout the place. And for me, that was a very important factor. So professionally, and this obviously associates back to the last point as well, professionally it's one of the best places I've ever worked as well. Not only was I getting to do the things that I loved, I was doing acupuncture, teaching yoga and body-mind connection workshops, but I felt like I was within a team and within an environment that attained to the same high standards as what I do. Obviously when people are going through the programme, and some of the effects that I actually saw on the people as they're passing through the programme there was just amazing in itself, you know, undergoing the cleanse. You can see on a physical, mental and emotional level across the course of the week, there's a massive change in people. But the support network and the support programme that's put around people there has got such exquisite detail to it. You know, and obviously as a professional therapist, I could recognise this. And again, that was very impressive. And while you're there, there's obviously a whole host of other therapies that you can get as well as acupuncture, massage, shiatsu. And again, in each of these things is very kind of intelligently put in place to help people through on their journey. So yeah, very, very strong indeed. The other thing I'd like to reflect on of being there is being part of the Moinos Velos team in general. And again, there's a lot of very talented people there. So even within the people who are just tending the gardens or helping to look after the, you know, the kitchens or different areas that make the place as a whole, yeah, some astonishingly talented people, all with the same sense of dedication and yeah, really working as part of a team. And the guests would never get to see this, but like I said, I felt very lucky because I almost felt like I had my foot in all these different camps and I could see all these things going on at once. And for me, it was a culmination of all these factors which leads me to really want to promote the place and say what an astonishing place it is. In fact, not only that, it made such a big impression on me. It was created a bit of a clamour in me to get back there as quick as I can and take people with me. So I'm also starting up some of my own programmes from there soon as well. But if you've got the chance to get over there and do one of the detox programmes and you're kind of thinking, shall I, shan't I? Then I'd absolutely give it a complete recommendation. Go for it. Like I said, some of the changes that I saw in the people there are astonishing, and I've never seen such a strong support network around people as they're passing through a retreat. So there you go, go and check out the website. It's moinos-velos.com, and you never know, you might see me there as well. Thanks a lot, bye bye.